You ready, Bracken?
Yep.
Okay, who's got a question?
Can you turn that off? No? All right. It's like LASIK surgery. Over here.
All right, while you're getting LASIK, J. Drew has a question for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Bracken, you guys are getting a lot of national attention. The other day, one of the players said you feel like you got a target on your back. With that in mind, how big is Friday's game as far as the reputation of the program is at stake?
Yeah. To answer that question, I would just say I feel like I don't know who told you we feel like we have a target on our back, but I don't know if this defense doesn't play like we're looking to move up or down on the charts or worried about where we're going to be ranked and what our reputation is going to be before and after the game. I mean, if you're the guy worrying about you have to do everything manly so that people think you're manly, then you're probably not manly. You know, we're a really bad defense. We play really good defense. We're a really tough, hard defense, and that's how we play. That's our identity. We're not looking to improve or disprove upon our reputation because it should speak for itself about the way we play football and the way we show up on Friday.
Yeah, Bracken, what is the loss of Zoe to this season? What is that? How does that impact the defensive line and the workload it puts on you and some of the other guys in that group now?
Yeah, first of all, Zoe's one of my really good friends on the team, and same with everybody else in the D line room. So first of all, emotionally, I mean, we really love him, and he's our brother, and so that just hurts emotionally. Even in the game. What did we play Saturday? On Saturday, we, as soon as we'd heard the news, it was kind of like really emotional. Going to the workload, he brings a lot of really special stuff to the defensive line. As you guys know, he's a playmaker, and he takes the chances that he needs to make those plays. So we're just gonna have to try to fill in and try to make the plays that we're used to him making. But we'll be okay. But it does hurt. Yeah, it does hurt us.
A lot is made about Houston having air raid principles and things like that. And you guys have had success in the past against air raid offenses. Is this offense, kind of along the lines of maybe USC, or how do you size them up from what you've seen from one game?
No, yeah, that's a good question. They've only played one game, so it's hard to glean. Some teams have different. Even our offense will come into a game specifically looking for one thing or the other. So you can't take it all of that. We've watched a lot of film from their previous season as well. They're a really good football team. They're definitely of the caliber of some of these opponents that you just named. But it kind of seems like they may not be as dedicated to that raid that you're speaking of. To me, they seemed like a really well-rounded team. A lot of 11 personnel whereas USC or one of those type of teams would be more of a 10 personnel team. But they will go 10 personnel. We're going to be ready either for whatever comes our way. But to answer your question, I think they're more well-rounded than some people are giving them credit for.
Let's go Jared, then Jay.
Hey, Bracken, good to see you. I wanted to ask about the physicality. How do you feel like you guys have done to improve that this year? Because it's one of the things Kalani's talked about and how he wants you guys playing physical and violent, and that's been a big difference. How's that improved this year?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can see it when we're playing. We're definitely more physical. We're definitely more violent. That's a mindset thing, obviously, and it's hard to change individuals' mindsets. But this coaching staff has done a really good job at putting us in situations where, it's grow or die, and we've grown. Our offensive line this year is they're really strong. They're really stout. So they've sharpened us up a lot as a defensive line. Going through camp, they're tough, and it's made us tough. But yeah, it's definitely a mental thing, and in some of these situations, it's grow or die. So, and I think Kalani's really looked to put us in those situations and fostered our growth in that area particularly.
Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, Bracken, I just wanted to ask you about Tyler Batty, the freshman. He's been around a long time. He's getting a lot of hype.
You calling me old?
The other day, I got a nephew that got back from a mission in Texas 5 years ago, and he said you were there in the Dallas mission with him. So yeah, it's like anyway, no, I just want to ask you about Tyler Batty. Is he the real deal? What do you see from the young kid?
Yeah, I mean, and when you look at him, right, he looks like, he could be one of the Watt brothers. He's definitely got the body for it. He's definitely got the skill set for it. He's going to grow into a remarkable player, and you guys are going to be able to watch that and enjoy that. And he's going to be sitting in this chair, and you'll ask him a lot of these same questions. And yeah, he's definitely going to grow into a really great player. You guys have seen that he's already a really good player and very, very physical, very explosive off the ball. So yeah, I would put him in. He could be a cousin to the Watts. I mean, he's a really great football player and really dedicated. Anytime you see, I know you guys aren't really allowed to come to the practices anymore, but he spends half hour to an hour after practice every day by himself or with whoever's going to join him, just working his skills and working his craft. And it's one of the reasons he's grown so fast.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Yeah, Bracken, how would you assess how this season has gone? This is your senior year for you personally. You're on the field, but then also all the unique aspects off the field. How would you describe all this thus far?
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like the changing of the schedule and the COVID things and stuff, it's unfortunate, but we play through it, and life isn't always going to give you exactly what you want. But there's silver linings too, and we've had a lot of fun, and we've played opponents that we would have never played before. But yeah, it's going well. For me, it's not like, and I know I'm different than some of the guys, but when we go into the games, it's the next opponent, and we're consistent. We go into the next game, and we do what we do. It's the same reads, it's the same steps, it's the same hands, it's the same sheds and tackles and stuff, and it's a lifestyle. I love it. I hope to continue to play. I don't want to miss out on any opportunity to continue to play this football game. But yeah, I'm happy with the way things have been going. This staff and the administrators have worked really hard to give us a really great year.
Thanks, Bracken.
Anything else for Bracken? Okay, if not, thanks, Bracken. Appreciate you taking the time.